KSC Presents. This cat might be a millionaire, but there's a catch. It's hard to imagine leaving behind our loved ones when we die, even if you ensure they are in good hands. And the inheritors of a good chunk of money, nothing is quite the same as being there. Most people feel this way when they think about leaving their children, but not everyone has children. When a legendary fashion designer passed away, he left two things behind: a massive fortune and a very cute cat. Those closest to the designer worried about what might happen to his beloved pet. But they soon found out he had plans for the feline that would have the world's jaw collectively drop in. Karl Lagerfeld, who died on February 2019 of pancreatic cancer, was widely known as a fashion powerhouse. He worked as a creative director for Chanel, Fendi, and his own label, the Lagerfeld Gallery. During his time in the art and fashion world, Karl managed to earn quite a pretty penny. At the time of his passing, his net worth was estimated to fall between a whopping $200 to $240 million. Unfortunately, Karl lived a lonely life at the top. He was never married, had no children, and was not close with his siblings. In fact, the only notable human relationship he had was with model Jack the Basher, although he claimed it was a platonic one. After Jack's early death in 1989, he died at the age of 38 from AIDS, with Karl at his bedside. Karl walked alone and began making controversial statements that pushed people away. His work may have been loved, but he didn't seem to be. Upon Karl's own passing, the public grieved his talent, but he requested there be no funeral service. Instead, he wanted to be cremated and have his ashes mixed with those of Jack and Karl's mother Elizabeth. However, the will was a different story. Despite having little human companionship, Karl did live with a 7-year-old Birman cat named Choupette, a French term of endearment which means cupcake, twinkles, or pumpkin. She was treated more like a princess. She reportedly has 2 maids, a personal chef, a bodyguard, and an iPad. She also gets weekly manicures and has her own Wikipedia page, Twitter account, and Instagram with more than 200,000 followers. Once Karl said in an interview, "Even if she sleeps, she doesn't want to be alone. She's like a chic lady, a kept woman, they play with her, take care of her beautiful white hair, and they entertain her. She's the center of the world. If you saw her, you would understand." There's something unforgettable about her, the way she moves, the way she plays. She's an inspiration for elegance, for attitude, he said. "I look a lot like her. We are really like an old couple. In fact, we sleep on the same pillow and she maintains my bed." All this pampering hasn't made her lazy, though Choupette has somehow found time to model, create a makeup collection and fashion line, and write a book titled The Private Life of a High-Flying Fashion Cat. Choupette went everywhere that Karl did, and seemed to be his main source of true happiness. He even once said that he wished he could marry her because he loved and admired her beyond words. Her Instagram post after his death read, "Thank you for your words of condolence. With a broken heart, I'm going into mourning. I pray that your kind words and well wishes will help me to put my best paw forward in my future without Daddy and as my own woman." Now that the lone bachelor has passed, she may be said to inherit a good chunk of his millions. That is, if certain legal structures are arranged by his estate. After all, it isn't a simple matter to leave money to a pet. Under German law, such an arrangement for the will could be feasible. Others who might be in line for a slice of his fortune are the male model Brad Craynog and Craynog's son Hudson. Carl's godson and a child model, Brad met Carl at a photo shoot, and he subsequently became a muse to the designer. He was so admired by the designer that Carl dedicated an entire book to photographs of him. Brad appreciated Carl's support of his career. So when he had a son in 2009, he asked him to be the kiddo's godfather, an honor that Carl took to immediately. Whether Choupette will truly be able to inherit millions is still unclear. The French and possibly German and American government may heavily tax whatever Daddy left her. But fellow designer Alexander McQueen managed to leave millions to his dogs. So there is a precedent. If she does inherit the money, she will have enough to continue living her princess lifestyle, even after France has greatly benefited from the taxes. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.